A society cannot like survive and continue on that much scissoring and that much you know, ball busting.
If it's affecting just you and the person, you know, some other consenting adult who might be dealing with you, I don't care. No one cares. We do not care. It's simply a matter of protecting children. The same way we have an interest in protecting children from people who are, you know, like the Jeffrey Epsteins of the world. The same way we have a concern about them. That's where it's the same place is coming from, the exact same place. Because we feel as if these people are basically able to be coaxed into feeling a certain way, and here's the other thing, you know, the Duncan MacLeod kept saying, you know what, I trust doctors 1,000 times before I'll trust a parent.
Keffals said that she was providing HRT to minors without their parents' consent.
Did she
Keffals
say that?
said that? Yes, 100%.
HRT. You sure she said HRT? Because to be very clear, puberty blockers are not HRT. You understand the difference, right?
Do you want me to look up?
This is where I specialize. This is where I specialize, right? So
yeah, but I'm not arguing genetics.
But she was talking biology. But the difference is that HRT is not the same thing as a puberty blocker. They're not the same thing, right?
I don't want kids to have puberty blockers without their parents' consent either.
Why not?
Because I don't want children making permanent life-changing medical decisions without their parents' consent.
Are puberty blockers permanent life-changing medical decisions?
Yes.
There's no evidence of that.
There's plenty of it.
In fact, puberty blockers have been used for nearly 200 years. They're a medication that's been developed, and they've been used in kids undergoing doctors,
right?
And they've been used in kids who have been undergoing early puberty. Consent? They've been prescribed in kids, can I finish? Who have been undergoing early puberty for hundreds of years, yes? So they have been determined by much testing and also years of use that they are safe and reversible. There are no studies that show that they are not safe and reversible. They do have temporary side effects while they are being used. For example, they do reduce bone density while they're being used by about 4% in cases, right? Like,
how many puberty blockers have you taken as a child?
Really? Like, as if doctors who are making this, you're making it sound as if the science is so determined, which Nick would not give any ground on that. He's like, nope, I don't buy the science. I don't believe the science. And
no, it's junk science. It's junk science. And the thing is, they're cherry picking statistics, as you always can do. I mean, literally, there's the famous photo of Bill Gates reading the How to Lie with Statistics. I mean, you can find statistics that sound favorable for your side, right? Like, they found those statistics I was reading in the Texas curriculum to train LGBT curriculum to teachers. They say 55% of Gen Z is non-hetero. 55% of Gen Z. Yeah, you're laughing. I'm like, that's not true.
Yeah.
Like that's definitely not true.
That's not true. 55% of any population.
Any population. A society cannot like survive and continue on that much scissoring and that much you know, ball busting.
IWD says, unless you're a sea cucumber, 55% of any species not being I don't know. The extinction of that species by genetic bottlenecking and eventual collapse.
And it also makes me wonder if that's what some people's agenda is, to genetic bottleneck at least part of the population, is Western populations, right? Now, I'm not going down those theories that go down and get crazy about, you know, the population. I'm not going to go there. But the point of the matter is that if you destroy the family in the West, you've got people in, you know, other continents, a humping and a pumping and knocking out an average of 6 to 8 children, you know, and they're still populating and moving. And those ideologies that control those areas are going to inevitably overtake the other the rest of the world, because just numbers speak for themselves. It's not
and here's the thing also, if you think about it, you know, like, it's how are they making a determination? These doctors who are making their studied advanced determination, like, what is there's no yardstick as far as like, once you get to this point it is. Yes. So how is it that you're saying, like, well, doctors say it, doctors know it, when it's like, if you find this doctor, he'll be like, no way, this person isn't trans, and you find some yokel who's like, oh yeah, this kid, this boy over here, he said he wants to be a girl, he likes pink, obviously he's born in the wrong body, and it's like, and every other doctor would say you're crazy, but it's like Duncan MacLeod and his ilk would basically say, well, doctors know 1,000 times more than the parent knows.